Welcome, dear friend, to this peaceful sanctuary, a quiet corner where the world's gentle rhythms embrace you. Our story tonight aims to softly guide your mind towards ease and to help your spirit settle into the deep contentment that precedes a most restful sleep. If you find comfort within these pages, a gentle like, a quiet subscription, or a softly whispered comment would be received with much gratitude. Tonight we will be visiting the tranquil Valley of Quietude, a place where softly glowing Hushbloom flora casts dancing patterns of light, and the ancient Hearthstones hum a deep, comforting lullaby beneath the slumbering hills. Prepare to be enchanted by its profound stillness, where every gentle sound and delicate scent will invite you to release all burdens and discover the serene calm within. Chapter 1. The Descent into Quietude's Embrace. The path into the Valley of Quietude unfolded like a whispered invitation, each step a soft release from the world beyond. Elmsworth, his gentle fingers already attuned to the quiet melody he carried within, felt the air grow cooler, touched with the delicate, comforting scent of damp earth and distant night-blooming flowers. The very act of walking seemed to quiet his spirit, allowing the subtle harmonies of the settling dusk to draw him further into the valley's profound embrace. He carried his lute, crafted from pale smooth wood that shimmered with an inner soft glow, like a sleeping promise of music yet to unfold, a cherished companion on his serene journey. As he reached a gentle hollow, cradled by softly sloping hills, Elmsworth paused, taking a slow, deep breath that filled him with the cool, fragrant air. The distant sounds of the world beyond, a faint echo of its busy rhythms, faded completely, replaced by the languid rustle of Hushbloom leaves, a sound like soft, brushed velvet sighing in the gentle breezes. He lowered himself to the ground, feeling the earth warm and yielding beneath him, a soft, inviting cushion that seemed to welcome his very presence with quiet understanding. His fingers instinctively brushed the smooth, cool surface of his lute, its faint glow reflecting the settling twilight. He carefully placed his instrument beside him, its delicate strings catching the last diffuse light of the sky. The Hushbloom flora, scattered like fallen stars across the valley floor, began their own gentle awakening, their leaves shimmering with a faint inner light that pulsed softly, almost imperceptibly, in harmony with the deepening quiet. Each tiny glow was a tender beacon weaving a tapestry of light that made the air itself feel like a soft woven blanket, comforting and profound. A deep sense of peaceful anticipation settled upon him, as if the valley knew the melody he was soon to offer. Elmsworth closed his eyes for a moment, letting the gentle quiet wash over him completely, feeling the deep, soft pulse of the valley beneath his outstretched hand. The cool air on his skin carried with it a delicate sweetness, like honeyed hay from the awakening Hushblooms, a scent that deepened the sense of serene tranquility. He allowed his shoulders to gently relax, letting go of any lingering echoes of the day, his muscles yielding to the quiet strength of the earth beneath him. He was truly here now, truly present in this place of profound restorative calm. He opened his eyes, gazing at the subtle dance of light among the Hushbloom leaves, a silent conversation unfolding in the soft dimness. The leaves themselves were broad and smooth, their texture like brushed velvet, absorbing and then diffusing the ambient light, creating soft, dancing patterns. There was a gentle, almost imperceptible hum that seemed to emanate from the very fabric of the valley, a deep, comforting vibration that resonated with his own quiet spirit. This was a peace he deeply cherished, a quiet solace he had long sought and now found anew. The hues of the sky softened further, shifting from dusky rose to a deep, muted indigo, adorned with the first shy pinpricks of distant stars. Each star seemed to offer its own quiet blessing to the valley below, adding to the sense of boundless serenity. Elmsworth felt a gentle weight settle over him, not of weariness, but of profound contentment, a feeling of being effortlessly cradled by the world. His breath slowed, lengthening into a peaceful rhythmic flow, as if the valley itself was breathing with him in perfect, harmonious accord. He reached for his lute once more, his fingers tracing the delicate carvings in its pale, smooth wood. The instrument felt wonderfully light, yet grounded, a silent extension of his own tranquil spirit. Its inner glow seemed to brighten just slightly at his touch, a gentle acknowledgement of the music that would soon flow from its heart. A soft smile touched his lips, a quiet expression of gratitude for this sacred duty and the deep, abiding peace it brought to him. He was ready to begin his gentle offering to the slumbering hills. The air grew stiller, as if the very valley held its breath in quiet anticipation. Elmsworth adjusted his seating slightly, ensuring maximum comfort, the warm, yielding earth supporting his back. He felt profoundly at home, a guardian of the night's peaceful transition, a weaver of melodies for the earth's quiet dreams. This feeling of quiet presence, of simply being amidst such soft, encompassing peace, was a gift beyond measure, preparing his spirit for the gentle music that would soon fill the tranquil air. Chapter 2. The First Notes and Whispering Leaves. With a gentle intake of breath, Elmsworth positioned his lute, the pale, smooth wood resting comfortably against his shoulder. His fingers, slow and deliberate, brushed across the strings, eliciting the first delicate notes, each sound a soft ripple that spread across the still air of the Valley of Quietude. The melody was not grand or sweeping, but a tender murmuring tune, like a secret whispered between old friends, designed to settle the evening deeper into its tranquil embrace. The faint inner glow of the lute pulsed gently with each plucked string, casting soft, dancing patterns of light on his quiet hands. As the quiet chords began to weave their way through the valley, Elmsworth watched with a soft wonder how the Hushbloom plants responded, their unique brushed velvet leaves already aglow with their internal light, now seemed to shimmer with a faint, sympathetic vibrance, their gentle movements like silent applause to the unfolding melody. The delicate, honeyed scent of their flora intensified slightly, a sweet and comforting aroma that mingled with the cool, damp earth, enriching the serene atmosphere with a profound sense of natural harmony. From the edge of his vision, a warm, reassuring presence appeared. Barnaby, the kindly old groundskeeper, moved with a quiet, unhurried grace, a tray balanced in his calloused, gentle hands. He carried a small, steaming cup, its warmth emanating a comforting aroma of warm, spiced tea that danced softly on the cool night air. Barnaby's presence was like an extension of the valley's own peace, his soft smile a silent greeting that required no words, only a shared understanding of the evening's quiet magic. Barnaby carefully set the tray down on a smooth, flat surface nearby, a piece of ancient pale wood polished by countless quiet ears. He then offered Elmsworth the cup of tea, its warmth a soothing contrast to the cool night air, the delicate steam curling upwards like a gentle sigh. Elmsworth accepted it with a nod of quiet gratitude, his fingers closing around the warm ceramic, feeling a quiet comfort bloom within him. The spiced aroma of cinnamon and cardamom brought a feeling of profound contentment, a gentle balm for the senses. For a long, peaceful moment, they sat in companionable silence, the only sounds being the soft, murmuring notes of the lute, the gentle rustle of the Hushbloom leaves, and the distant rhythmic hum of the Hearthstones beginning their own deep awakening within the hills. Barnaby's presence was a quiet anchor, his contented gaze fixed on the subtle dance of light from the Hushblooms, a shared appreciation for the simple, beautiful unfolding of the night. It was a moment woven from stillness and understanding. Elmsworth took a slow sip of the warm, spiced tea, the comforting heat spreading through him like a gentle wave, easing any lingering stiffness in his body. The flavor was rich and mellow, a perfect complement to the tranquil evening, and he felt his breath deepen with each sip, becoming an easy, effortless flow. He let his gaze drift across the valley, now bathed in the soft, diffused light of the Hushblooms, feeling the ancient hearthstones beneath the earth begin their low, resonant hum. He continued to play, his fingers moving with a natural, unhurried rhythm across the strings, each note a deliberate offering to the slumbering hills. The melody became a soft, continuous current flowing into the heart of the valley, a lullaby for the gentle creatures and sleeping flora. He felt the gentle warmth of the lute against his chest, a comforting sensation that blended with the quiet hum from the earth, grounding him fully in this moment of peaceful creation. Barnaby, after a while, let out a soft, contented sigh, a sound like a gentle breeze through reeds, and reached for his own cup of tea. He leaned back against the warm, yielding earth, his eyes nearly closed, absorbed in the soothing rhythm of the music and the pervasive calm of the valley. The valley truly holds a gentle quiet tonight, he murmured softly, his voice barely a whisper, a simple expression of gratitude that warmed Elmsworth's heart. The world around them seemed to settle deeper still, embracing the melody and the shared quiet. The air, already soft, grew softer, carrying the delicate, mingled sense of Hushbloom and spiced tea, a truly comforting blend. Elmsworth felt a profound sense of ease in this moment of quiet companionship and harmonious creation, knowing his music was helping to weave the night's deep, restorative peace for the slumbering earth. Chapter 3. The deep resonance of the slumbering hills. Elmsworth's music now flowed with a deeper, more resonant calm, no longer just a scattering of notes, but a continuous, murmuring current that seemed to weave through the very fabric of the valley. Each chord hummed with a quiet intensity, rippling outwards to settle gently into the heart of the hills themselves, inviting them into a profound and restorative slumber. The pale, smooth wood of his lute seemed to vibrate with a deeper, warmer glow, an extension of his own tranquil spirit, reflecting the soft, diffused light of the Hushblooms around him. As the melody deepened, Elmsworth felt a subtle yet unmistakable change beneath him. A gentle, warming vibration began to rise from the very earth, a low, resonant frequency that spread through the ground like a soft, invisible tide. This was the awakening of the Hearthstones, ancient smooth forms nestled within the hills, which now began their own deep melodic hum, their surfaces glowing softly with collected warmth, like sleepy embers. Their hum was a profound, comforting sound, deeply grounding and utterly peaceful. The surrounding air, already cool and fragrant, now took on an even more delicate scent, the unmistakable perfume of night-blooming jessamine, a sweet and ethereal fragrance that seemed to float on the languid breezes. This gentle aroma mingled with the honeyed scent of the hushblooms and the residual warmth of spiced tea, creating an intoxicating yet utterly calming bouquet that enhanced the serene embrace of the valley, wrapping them in an invisible, fragrant blanket of peace. Elmsworth closed his eyes for a moment, letting the combined sensations wash over him, the deep, resonant hum of the Hearthstones vibrating through the earth, the delicate murmuring plucking of his lute strings, and the pervasive sweet scent of jessamine. He felt his spirit sinking deeper into the valley's quietude, becoming one with its ancient rhythms. His breath continued to flow easily, a soft, effortless rhythm, as if the very air was guiding him into deeper states of relaxation and profound calm. When he opened his eyes, the diffused light from the hushblooms seemed to have intensified slightly, casting a dreamlike glow over the entire landscape. The hushbloom leaves, with their brushed velvet texture, shimmered with a myriad of gentle dancing patterns of light, transforming the valley into a haven of soft illumination and quiet wonder. He could see Barnaby, still sitting in quiet contemplation, his face serene, his eyes reflecting the peaceful glow of the magical flora. He continued to play, his fingers moving with an unhurried grace, each note a deliberate, gentle offering. The Hearthstone's low hum seemed to grow in harmony with his music, their combined resonance a beautiful, comforting symphony for the deep night. He could almost feel the hills themselves sighing into a deeper slumber, their ancient forms settling more comfortably beneath their velvety blanket of earth, a profound sense of rest permeating all. A quiet sense of wonder filled Elmsworth, a deep appreciation for the subtle yet powerful magic of this place. He was not just playing music. He was participating in an ancient, gentle ritual, helping the earth itself find its nightly peace. The feeling of the gentle warmth radiating from the hearthstones, rising through the ground, was deeply soothing, releasing any last vestiges of tension from his muscles, leaving him feeling utterly relaxed and at ease. Barnaby stirred slightly, a soft, contented sound escaping his lips. "Such a deep, gentle hum tonight, Elmsworth," he murmured, his voice soft as the rustle of leaves. "The hills sleep so soundly when your nocturne takes hold." His words were a simple, heartfelt affirmation, echoing the profound peace that had settled over them both. It was a shared moment of deep appreciation, a quiet communion. Elmsworth simply offered a soft smile in return, his fingers continuing their gentle dance across the lute strings. He felt fully immersed, enveloped by the harmonious blend of sights, sounds, and scents. The valley's serene embrace was complete, a tranquil haven where time seemed to slow to a mere whisper, and only peace remained. Here in the heart of quietude, the world truly settled into its deepest calm. Chapter 4. The Quiet Acceptance of Deep Night. As the nocturne continued to flow, a continuous murmuring current through the Valley of Quietude, Elmsworth observed the profound quiet settling over the entire landscape. The air itself seemed to grow stiller, softer, absorbing the gentle sounds of his lute and the deep hum of the Hearthstones into its vast, peaceful embrace. The diffused light from the Hushblooms cast long, tender shadows that stretched like sleeping giants across the valley floor, creating a landscape of dreamlike serenity, utterly devoid of any sharp edges or unsettling darkness. He let his gaze drift towards one of the Whisperwell pools, its still surface reflecting the soft, muted indigo of the sky and the gentle, pulsing glow of the nearest Hushblooms. He reached out a gentle hand, dipping his fingers into the cool, clear water. Instantly, a subtle sensation of weightlessness spread through his fingertips, then gently throughout his arm, making him feel light and unbound, as if floating effortlessly. When he withdrew his hand, a faint, temporary shimmer of soft, diffuse light remained on his skin, like captured starlight, slowly fading into the cool night air. His own thoughts quieted to a soft whisper, mirroring the peaceful surroundings, becoming gentle observations of light and sound, rather than the busy chatter of daily concerns. The rhythmic plucking of his lute, now almost an extension of his own quiet breath, seemed to guide his mind into a deeper state of calm. A meditative focus on the simple beauty of the moment, he sat in deep contemplation, feeling the soothing warmth of the lute against his chest, a constant, comforting presence. Barnaby, who had drifted into a gentle slumber, stirred softly, his breathing a quiet, even rhythm, a testament to the profound peace that pervaded the valley. The scent of night-blooming jessamine seemed to deepen around them, a sweet, ethereal comfort that embraced them both. Elmsworth felt a profound sense of belonging, a quiet peace settling into every part of his being, as if the land itself cradled his spirit in its gentle embrace, acknowledging his role in its nightly lullaby. The warmth emanating from the Hearthstones pulsed steadily through the earth, a deep, comforting vibration that resonated with his own quiet heartbeat. This gentle heat spread through his body, releasing any unnoticed tension, leaving his muscles feeling wonderfully supple and relaxed. He leaned back against the yielding earth, noticing how his breath continued to deepen effortlessly, becoming long and slow, a peaceful, natural rhythm of pure ease. The valley truly held a gentle quiet, a balm for the weary spirit. He gazed up at the sky, where the first shy pinpricks of distant stars now shone with a soft, steady brilliance through the muted indigo. They seemed to watch over the valley with a benevolent, silent gaze, adding to the boundless serenity of the scene. Each star was a tiny, perfect jewel, contributing to the vast, peaceful canvas of the night, a sight that filled him with gentle wonder and a quiet sense of his place within the larger, tranquil world. Elmsworth found himself lost in the subtle play of light and shadow, the Hushbloom's soft glow illuminating the brushed velvet texture of their leaves, creating gentle, dancing patterns on the smooth, ancient trees nearby. This gentle, unchanging beauty was a profound comfort, a reminder of the enduring peace that lay at the heart of the world if one only took the time to listen and observe with a quiet spirit. His fingers continued their unhurried dance across the lute strings, each note now imbued with a deep stillness, a quiet understanding of the night's purpose. He felt entirely present, his mind clear and unburdened, immersed fully in the harmonious blend of sights, sounds, and scents. This was the gift of the Nocturne, a profound peace that settled not only the hills, but also the gentle heart that played for them, leaving him feeling refreshed and at ease. The sensation of his body gently sinking into the soft earth, a pleasant heaviness that promised deep rest, filled him with a quiet satisfaction. He was an integral part of this peaceful tableau, a weaver of calm in a world that yearned for stillness. The quiet acceptance of deep night was complete, a profound and restorative peace that enveloped him entirely, preparing him for the quiet conclusion of his ancient gentle duty. Chapter 5. The Gift of Restored Tranquility. As the faintest hint of pre-dawn gray, like a whispered promise, touched the eastern sky, Elmsworth played the final lingering notes upon his lute. Each sound was a soft exhalation, a delicate echo of the night's deep breath, slowly fading into the still, cool air of the Valley of Quietude. His heart, now overflowing with a quiet gratitude, felt light and refreshed, imbued with the profound peace he had helped weave and received in return. The lute's inner glow dimmed gently, a soft farewell to the music it had cradled. The Hushbloom flora, their leaves still shimmering with a faint internal light, now seemed to settle into a deeper slumber, their delicate honeyed scent softening into a barely perceptible whisper. The Hearthstones, their low resonant hum gradually receding into the earth, felt cool to the touch once more, their ancient forms peacefully resting after their nightly song. The entire valley, now deeply asleep, seemed to breathe a contented sigh, its serene embrace complete. Barnaby stirred gently from his deep slumber, a soft smile playing on his lips. As if still dreaming of the night's beautiful melody, he stretched slowly, a quiet, unhurried movement that spoke of profound rest, and then opened his eyes, reflecting the muted pre-dawn hues. "A truly deep sleep, Elmsworth," he murmured softly, his voice thick with contentment, a simple affirmation of the peace they had both found. "The valley will wake refreshed, and so shall we." Elmsworth softly packed his lute, carefully placing it back in its smooth, pale wooden case, feeling the pleasant weight of the instrument in his hands. He took one last, long breath of the cool, fresh air, savoring the delicate, mingled scents of damp earth and distant, sleeping flowers. The faint shimmer that had touched his skin from the whippoorwill pools had faded completely, leaving only a feeling of pristine clearness, a subtle memory of weightlessness. He rose slowly, his movements calm and unhurried, his muscles feeling wonderfully loose and restored. The gentle warmth that had radiated from the Hearthstones had lingered within him, a comforting internal glow, a quiet energy that promised a day filled with gentle contemplation and renewed purpose. He felt utterly at ease, his spirit light and refreshed, carrying the profound tranquility and renewed calm within him, a silent echo of the Nocturne. Walking gently through the hushed valley, Elmsworth noticed how the early light filtered softly through the ancient trees, their leaves, like brushed velvet, catching the tender, nascent rays. The world was awakening around him, but slowly, reverently, still holding on to the deep quiet of the night. It was a beautiful, tranquil transition, a quiet promise of gentle beginnings and harmonious days stretching out before him. A soft internal thought of profound gratitude blossomed in his heart. The valley truly holds a gentle quiet, and tonight it has shared its deepest calm. This phrase, imbued with the peace he felt, seemed to settle like a soft feather upon his spirit, cementing the restorative experience. He knew this feeling of quiet contentment would stay with him, a peaceful anchor in the unfolding day. Barnaby walked beside him, their steps soft and synchronized, a quiet companionship born of shared reverence for the valley's magic. "Such quiet gratitude fills the air, Elmsworth," Barnaby whispered, gazing at the gentle shift of light through the hush blooms. "A deep peace indeed." His words were a warm reflection of Elmsworth's own feelings, a simple, beautiful echo of their shared, tranquil experience. As they reached the edge of the valley, the world beyond seemed to greet them with a softer light, a gentler hum. Elmsworth looked back one last time at the slumbering Valley of Quietude, its hills still wrapped in the profound peace of its nocturnal lullaby. He carried the Nocturne's gift within him, a timeless calm, ready to meet the new day with a spirit profoundly refreshed and at ease, a true embodiment of restorative tranquility.